Hey guys, this is Techsphere Property, your go-to channel for everything real estate investment in Nigeria. There are several things you need to know or you need to do before start making investments in real estate. A lot of people want to make investments in a real estate for the fact that real estate investment is relatively stable compared to other investment out there. Yeah, and even though it's stable compared to investment out there are also still risks that we need to avoid at the early stage when we are starting up. So if you are considering starting an investment, making an investment in a real estate, or you want to make a real estate as a platform for you to grow wealth, to grow your wealth and invest, there are ways for you to get set before you eventually start or venture into the real estate. The first things on my list that you need to consider, I personally consider before venturing into real estate investment, is setting up your goal, your life goal. What actually is your plan? What actually is the goal? What actually is your ambition? Why do you want to do this? Make sure it's very clear. Because just like every other businesses or investment in the world, there is going to be ups and downs, there is going to be risk taking, there are going to be challenges. But when you get your whys together, when you get your reasons together, when you know why you are doing what you are doing, you'll be able to overcome all these challenges as they come around. So get it set, know why. So are you doing it for a short time? Are you doing it for a long time? Are you doing it to build a generation wealth for your family, for your children to come? Are you doing it just to play the game of wealth, or to just know what is going on in the sector? Why are you doing it, and in what area or the sector do you actually want to venture in? So number two, I would like you to consider is actually the area of real estate where you want to make an investment in. So there are several parts to real estate when it comes to real estate. It can be, some people like to make an investment in the renting of property. Some people like to make an investment in landed property. Some like to make an investment in the flipping of houses, or some like in buying or in selling of the property. Some like in just make an investment in the stock aspect of the real estate. So there are several aspects to the real estate, and some may be into the construction aspect, some may want to go into the building, or some may want to just go into the marketing and so forth. So which aspect of this real estate do you actually want to specialize in? Do you want to focus on? You have to get it clear. You have to know particular aspects that you want to focus on. So you can't do everything together. You can see jack of all trades and master of none. And number three that I always like to consider, always tell people to consider, is education. When you talk about real estate, don't just venture into it without having a proper understanding of how the sector is, or have the proper understanding, have the proper education in the area where you want to make an investment. So whichever area you are choosing, make sure you educate yourself. Go online, do study, attend courses, attend seminar, attend training, choose a mentor where you can learn from. Make sure you educate yourself very, very well in that aspect, and you know what you are doing. You are sure of what you are doing, and your decisions are based on that information, on the facts, on the data, not just randomly or based on an emotion, or just doing it because you just want to do it, or because somebody tell you, or you see this information on the websites, or on the search engine, on the Google or something. But you are doing it because this is what you want to do. This step you are taking because that is the step you want to take. So that along the way, as you are taking these steps, as you are doing particular things, as you are making some particular decision, you are doing it out of an informed data. I would like you to consider is what I will call the putting your finance together. Okay, real estate is actually finance tasking. It's actually require a lot of finance. It's a high-end investment. It's an high-end investment that require a lot of money. It's not something you can just start. There are other investments actually you can start with so little amount of money, but when it comes to real estate, it's a capital intense. Ensure you have a lot of finance down there that make sure it is those money that you don't need immediately, or that you don't need for some period of time. Okay, so when you make an investment in a real estate, it takes time for you to get a good return on the investments. And you see, like I always say, it's a time game. It's a time game. It's an investment that has to do with time. That more the time, the more the money, the more the profit, the more the return. So it's not a short time, quick, rich scheme kind of stuff. So if you put all your savings in the investments, you put all the money you have in the investments that you might need for other emergency, and when the time comes and the return is not forthcoming and the other things show up like an emergency, like a particular needs in your family or your personal life that need your urgent attention, and this is all the money you have. So that means you will have to go back quickly into the investment you have made in the and then and pull the money out again, which means you will not get the return that you actually want. For example, if you put an investment in a land, it takes time for the land to appreciate. So if that is all the money you have and then you have an emergency whereby you need money, it means you have to sell that land faster than quicker than when you actually need to, which means you won't make much money or you will not make any money at all, and in some cases you might even make loss because you need that money urgently, which means you might sell that property lower than what you actually get it. So it's a time game and it's capital intense. So ensure you have enough side capital, a money aside that you are not needing immediately. You will not be needing for some time. So just remember that it's a time game. You require time and require a lot of money to put for starting. So research the markets. So apart from proper education, ensure you also research the markets and you know the current trend, even though you have know all you need to know. So trends, markets changes every time. So ensure you have a proper understanding of the market flows or the market trends and the current trend where you are in the current markets. Ensure you understand how it moves up. The market also will help you to determine, to understand the proper location to make an investment in. For example, if you are flipping a house or if you are getting a landed property, selling or buying a land property or whichever, the location, the local area where you actually want to make that particular investment is also very crucial. So the market trend, the market research will help you to know the particular location that is fit for the kind of the investment you wanted to make into. Build a team, prepare your team. Real estate investment is always very, very good when you do it as a team rather than as a sole person. Yes, it's good, you can actually go solely and do it and accomplish great things, but even though when you say that you are doing it alone, you are not really doing it alone, because you will need you can't, it's not something you can just venture into alone. So you need some teams around you, whether officially organized team or not official team. What I mean by official organized team, like you build a team, in-house team that you are together to every days of the week, and then you share the profit and loss together. That's what I mean by actually official team. And not official team is what I mean by you don't have a specific team around the table that you meet together every day like a working hour or something, but these are the people that you consult from time to time before you do something or that you actually need before you take some steps. So get your team together, whichever the team is going to be. Get your team together, from the financial advisor to the legal advisor to the marketing team to the sales team, people in charge of sales, to the technical team and other areas, people that are going to need around you. Only your skill cannot go around, you cannot do it all alone. So you need this team of people together. So get your team together, know the people you'll be working with, carefully select the team that fits into your goal, into your plan, into your aspiration. Closely select teams of people that understand your vision, that are willing to go along with you, a long way with you in anything you wanted to do. Network with other teams of investors in the same investment area that you are interested in. Negotiate with other team investors who are already ahead of you, who have done this thing before you. Make sure you have them in your network so that they can give you advice. You can watch them doing it. You can watch what they have done. You will learn the mistake they have made in the past, so you can avoid it and you don't waste much of your time. You learn the wisdom they bring into the investments that help them to prosper, so that you too can prosper very fast, very quickly in what you're doing. You will learn that style, you will learn why they do things and why they avoid some things. So make sure you have a network of a team and investors around you that you can learn from. Remember, you're just starting. You don't need to be the smartest in the room. Actually, you need to be the person looking up to others in the room, not the smartest. If not, you will not learn anything. So who are those networking advisor or investor like you in the same area that already doing what you actually want to do, or that knows better than you? Make sure you have this thing get set. You should remember to start small. Remember, you're just starting. Even though you had a financial backing, you had every other thing in place, starting very big in the beginning may not be a wise advice for you. You may actually need to start small for you to have your own experience. Experience is the best teacher. Okay, no matter how you have learned out there, if you don't experience it yourself, there are still dangers and risk that you might find yourself in. So whichever the part of the real estate investment you wanted to venture into, start small to gain experience. Start small and then grow gradually over time. If you grow up, you will stay up. But when you just jump up just because you have all the resources, you will eventually comes down and you will still need to learn that same lesson that you don't want to learn. So no matter how the resources you have right now, you need to start small and grow gradually up, so that those experiences stabilize you. They give you a lot of footing, so that as you grow up eventually, you don't fall back again. And this is applicable in the real estate and other investment. I think every investment you might have to do. So that is all about that. So ensure you start small and you have the patience to learn. You have the patience to start small and then build up your tolerance risk and then follow your mind. You must be willing to be patient. So if there's any other advice I need to give to you, if there's just a single advice I need to give to you, or the summary of everything I need to tell you before you start making an investment in real estate, I will say you need to be extremely patient. It's a time game. Real estate is a time game. It's a game of time. So it is not a quick rich scheme, but it's something you need to start right now and then wait for it. But when the return on the investment comes, it's always pay off. It's always rich. It's always good. It's always worth it. So ensure you understand and you are ready to be patient. Hey, thank you for listening to me today, and thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video and share to many of your friends out there who are considering this particular opportunity. So if you have any comments, please put it in the comment section. I would like to answer until we meet again. This is Rex Olamide from Techsphere Property, reaching out to you again.